de hye me ma munyina akwa aba de ba Kantona TV so se ne Kantona TV ya hye mobo se me na benya nsem bi edika ne diti no ye de bebre mo no sa pepe ne ye no na enrada na omanpanyin adodankwa akufu ado ye Ghana manpanyin de State of Nation address de bae we eye soronko kra de ma no ye soronko se we ne di etwa to kra one Ghana fo de insawoso na dwumadi no nyama bebre ne si ya ansantwefo so ye twini nya gwa homa so Kantona TV so ye so ye gbama o nyama ekoso wo mrehwe bedwafie ewo State of Nation address nim.
Point out one. This year we're taking things to a higher level. This government, after all, is the digitalization government. And the man who has led the entire digitalization process these past 7 years my indefatigable vice president, Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia, Dr. Digitalization, the MPP's excellent presidential candidate for the 2024 election. Is coming out with what will allow everyone and everybody and anyone to check on every project being undertaken by the government without having to listen to the president's message on the state of the nation. We are calling it the performance tracker. You can check and satisfy yourself about the status of the projects and their location. And you could stop by and make a physical inspection if you were so minded. Mr. Speaker, if you want to check on roads, classroom blocks or chip compounds or Agenda 111 hospitals, or bridges, or science laboratories, or water projects or sanitation projects, or landing sites and harbors, and other infrastructural projects, or whatever this government use your tax money to execute, the key to your query is right there on your phone. The Speaker, increase decibel level in all communications will ensure that even the most politically uninterested person among us would know that on December 7th, we shall be going to the polls to elect a new president and new members of parliament. A lot of the responsibility lies on the Electoral Commission to put the organization in place that will ensure that we have credible elections. The government is doing its part to make the work of the Electoral Commission go smoothly. A lot of responsibility lies on the political parties as well, and I hope that the parties recognize that their credibility is also on the line, especially with some people wanting to undermine the multi-party democratic system of government. It is up to the parties to demonstrate that competitive elections are an honorable, character-enhancing experience, and that at the end of the process, the loser will congratulate the winner, and the world does not come to an end because an election has been lost. There is nothing inherently dirty or corrupt about politics, and nothing about elections that should generate violence. We who are in politics, and we who are members of political parties, owe it to ourselves, the institutions we claim to belong to, and above all, we owe it to Ghana and the people of Ghana to make politics and elections the serious and joyful phenomenon they should be. In discharging their responsibility, I urge the Electoral Commission to work with the political parties to iron out whatever problems there might be. And I'm happy that the Electoral Commission, after engaging the parties, has shelved plans to change the 7th December date. Politics, after all, has been described as the art of the possible. And if that is what we are engaged in, it should not be beyond us to resolve the problems that come up and concentrate on working to build the happy and prosperous country we want. Government on its part will do what is expected of it to make sure that the reputation of Ghana is not damaged and the free will of the people is manifested at the end of the electoral process. And I want to reassure the people of Ghana that I'll do everything in my power to help ensure the conduct of transparent, free, and fair elections on 7th December.
Nabra Omanpenyi anotuye no nsem bebre esisi achi esanse dom kuma ne dom kese ne nya ye ne omo ede nkomo na say na omo ka omo nsem edify.
Mr. Speaker, we are ready to debate this message now. However, Mr. Speaker, as has been the practice, members would want to prepare. And I noticed that the minority leader was jotting down a lot of notes. I need to remind him that I have with me the 2014, 2013, and the 2016 State of the Nation Address. And all of these were full of lamentations. So, Mr. Speaker, I don't know what he was actually jotting down. But if it was a debate he was preparing for, Mr. Speaker, I want to assure him that we will face him with this optimism and remind him of the lamentations of 2013, 2014, 2015, and 2016. Mr. Speaker, without more, I shall pray that this House be adjourned to tomorrow at 10 in the forenoon or soon thereafter. Mr. Speaker,
on behalf of the NDC minority, thank His Excellency the President for his message on the state of our nation. But Mr. Speaker, the unemployment situation in our country is at a critical point. Mr. Speaker, the Hansard will record me today. Mr. Speaker, the unemployment situation in our country is at a critical point. Yet, we did not hear a word from our president on this matter. Mr. Speaker, out of 33 million population, only 11.3 million are employed. This number includes peasant farmers. Mr. Speaker, the difference between the 33 million and 11.3 million is what I call ninja. No income, no jobs, no assets. Mr. Speaker, this means that 2 out of every 3 Ghanaian is unemployed. Mr. Speaker, 30% of our youth are jobless. And about 4.5 million Ghanaians plus, employable Ghanaians plus, are outside the labor force. So Speaker, this simply means that this number have simply given up on their search for jobs because of years of frustration and disappointment. Mr. Speaker, the state of our nation is hopeless. No wonder that an ordinary Ghanaian, including professionals, are leaving our shores in droves. In search for greener pastures. Mr. Speaker, finally, Mr. Speaker, I am scandalized. I am shocked to the marrow to have noticed that our president, following the recent ministerial reshuffle, has increased the size of his government. Mr. Speaker, today we have a Minister of Finance Domestic and a Minister of Finance International.
I am also totally disappointed, sir. The biggest disaster to happen in recent years, the spillage from the Akosombo Dam. Meneo Kasase say, thousands of Ghanaians, 5 months down the lane, Omo go so 80 tents mo to say Omo ye refugees. Oko Mepe Degome, Oko Bato, Dugame, Oko Fojoku, Alabono, Dofwadidome, Ube say Ghana for, according to NADMO, 40,000 people displaced. Now, so President Ankan Humbibia, not a word. I mean, what kind of heartlessness, what kind of callousness, what kind of insensitivity is that? These Ghanaians who are citizens, who pay their taxes, what happens to them? No hope for them, no message for them. It's totally unacceptable. And I am really, really disappointed in the president. I mean, President Baho Okase Yentua Bamano, but I wasn't expecting, say, he will go this far to exhibit this kind of callousness, this kind of insensitivity. And yet, totally wrong, totally unacceptable.
And now say aban for mohoka etu omu fees emo omu aduane di eto books de mawom emo omu uniform ntino aka awofo ebotomu a 2.7 billion cedis 2.7 billion cedis and aban dia se awofo ebotom se monso monfanya bibi foforo na eba no ye mai daache ye mai ehumasuan de a eno aban befa hoka minia hwe so oman bia ewa agudi a oman bia ewo sika Oman bia ewo nipa enye ni gold owo enye ni oil owo enye ni nipa ne dom owo edom ne de chechire man enu ntinu se wo ma wani ko ye mofrai ho na pone oman ni sika pudio e de siesie wom e de bo wo mu masua ho bra o china bi no daachi bi no wom e na aba be teacher for aye journalists aye engineers aye lawyer for aye scientists aye researchers aye professors aye nyuma akese Eba be pager oman esikasem
na mehwe se obeka affordable house ho asem ba bia nipa nya ba bi na ni nyina na ntimi aka ho asem affordable house nyina na akai saglemanegu a yesi adan kama president mama si adan kama na ke hwe se ko beka ho asem so betimi ahwe se ombewie affordable house na president Kofo start kombe so ombewie no ni nyina wantimi aka ho asem enti we no kire se bibia ni ho a ekoso ye hwe ya akwan yi wantimi anka ho asem yet the contractors be breaker and the contractors akobo bosia ya enunti aban anase banks na etwe omo ni nyina no